Hello everyone, this is Barira and you are watching my channel, The Wellness Valley. In this episode, I have a young entrepreneur whose startup name is The House of Education. And hi Faizan.
Hi Barira, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Alhamdulillah, everything is going great. आप बताएं कैसी हैं? How is everything going on?
I'm fine. So as you all know that in these episodes, we are covering that in your life, who is that person who has touched, moved, and inspired in your life. So in Faizan's life, we will definitely come to know who that person is. And before moving on to that story, I would like to know, Faizan, what you do for your living.
Okay, so well, Barira, I run an academy by the name of House of Education. It's been more than a decade now. I've been into this industry, educational industry, and I started working at the age of 15. There was no pressure from my parents, nothing like that. But I wanted to do something on my own. I need to create my own image, my own credibility in the market. So when I started at the age of 15, there were a lot of obstacles because I was at the age of 15. Nobody gives an average time to you that how you need to compensate with the people. I don't know how to deal with people. That was the most challenging thing for me. I just completed my matriculation when I started this business. But for me, it was the most important thing is that I wanted to do something on my own. So that
Okay.
was the point where I started it. So
Okay.
basically, I'm going to tell you about House of Education. I provide home tuitions. So my business have two models. One is for the solution for the parents at their doorsteps, the teacher providing, and the other one is I create employment for the teachers as well.
Okay. And what age group are you dealing? If you're saying that you provide home tuitions.
Well, I actually deal into grades like grade 1 to intermediate, O and A levels,
Okay.
IELTS, plus BCom as well. So
Okay.
we deal into all categories. So I provide teachers. I have all the listed teachers who are well qualified into different institutions, colleges, schools, and they have been the professional teachers in with the teachers I am dealing right now.
Okay. And what is your second business model?
Oh, okay. So my second business model is basically I provide employment to the teachers,
Okay.
in which obviously the teachers are earning really good in the schools, institution as well. But at the end of the day, only that cannot fulfill the dreams, right? So
Yeah.
what I do is basically I provide them tuitions that can fulfill their luxuries as well. That's what my motive is.
Amazing. So now tell us who is that person who has moved, touched, and inspired in your life? Do you remember any moment? Yes, please. Over to you now.
Okay, so if I'm gonna talk about that, is my father, and he is a role model for me. And when I graduated, I started having a conversation with my father regarding how I need to proceed further. So I've seen my father working for more than 35, 40 years, and it is a very, very long time serving into a private job. So for me, it was really important to understand at that time that if my father is going to get retired or he's going to resign from his job, he's still on zero, right? What is the major factor? So I don't want to get into the job sector. Why? Because I can see a big luxury into business. The more I put in time in business, the more I take out money out of my business. That is the major motivation for me. So I started having the conversation with my father. A lot of experiences of my father I got, and I cleared out all the obstacles because of his help. He was standing beside me like anything. He knew what am I doing right now, what I'm going to do further. So that was the point where I started my journey, having a conversation with my father, making him my mentor, my role model, my everything. Because the point is, if I'm going to have the discussion with my father, he is going to give me the best of the best advice that nobody else can give me in this world. So that was for me, it was the really important thing and an important aspect for my business as well to grow. And that is how I grow my business.
That is how you grow your business. Um, कोई ऐसी एग्जांपल याद है इसमें जहाँ पे आपने आपको लगा हो कि हाँ ठीक है, क्योंकि रोल मॉडल फादर है, इसका मतलब है कि स्पेशली बिजनेस में आपको पता है कि आई मीन यू कैन से इट कॉन्फिडेंटली, यस ही इज ऑन योर बैक. कोई ऐसी चीज है जो आप शेयर करना चाहेंगे? कोई एग्जांपल है?
सी एग्जाम्पल तो नहीं, मैं ये जरूर कहूंगा कि when I started having the conversation with my father ना, तो मैंने एक चीज डिसाइड कर ली थी, इज नॉट माई फादर, इज अ फ्रेंड टू मी. सो वो जो एक कॉम्बिनेशन बन गया ना, दैट वाज सुपर अमेजिंग फॉर मी. इट वाज वेरी इजी फॉर मी to have a conversation and get the answer out of it.
And to open
Obviously,
as well, like, yeah, and to
yeah,
be
exactly.
open as well.
Exactly, that is the most important thing, because what I have seen into my circle, my age, a lot of people being into businesses, running their father businesses, but not having a conversation with them. I don't know why. I was like, wow, what is this happening? Because the point is, if their father has run the business for 40 years and in fact that business has been transferred to them, it is important to have a conversation, because that 35-year experience is a very huge time period for the business, and the experience you are going to gain is like within 2 to 3 years, I would say. And you can be onto that position within like 2 3 years, maximum 5 years, not more than that, because the reason is the experience, the exposure, each and everything is being done now. You just need to overcome that challenges. That's all what it is.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of that relationship is where, yes, you are absolutely right, where uh, you are taking care. If there is a business and you are taking care of your father business, there are gaps.
Exactly.
And the role
I
models are
agree.
different persons, not our father who has established that entire business. And in your case, that when you started at the age of 15, I haven't seen anyone in my life up till now. And yes, I can say that he is, for me, a youngest entrepreneur. I'm interviewing him first. And the person we are talking about is like, he is my friend and Faizan father. And I am going to share his picture with you now. There he is. Okay, so Faizan,
Thank you for the
message for
compliment,
the
Barira.
you're welcome. Thank you so much, and message for the audience,
My message for audience would be, Barira, right, that
especially
anyone.
one second before you move into the your message. Since the house of education is like you dealing both the categories, the parents and the students, yeah, a child, parent and a
Exactly.
child. So I want two messages now, and yeah, and just be like for parents and for a child. What's your message?
Okay, I'm gonna give the answer for both in one only, and
Yes.
it's gonna be like parents should not pressurize their children to do what they wanted to. It is more about that whatever the child needs to do, whatever his passion is, that is the most successful part, I would say. That is going to be a great output, apart from getting into the parents' pressure and not achieving those goals that they wanted. If someone wanted to be a musician, that person should go with that industry. If someone wanted to get into the accountancy side, that person should go towards the chartered accountancy. But at the end of the day, what matter is that you need to choose your own passion. You need to work on that passion, and that is the most important part. And for the parents as well, it is the industry. The era is changing now. It's an old school
Yes.
of thought. Doctor, engineer,
Yeah.
businessman, all ये सब पुराना हो गया. अब right now the point is, if a person is passionate about that industry, let that person go into that industry, because the point is कि आज जो चीज आपको पसंद नहीं है, you won't be successful in that. It is only the family pressure and the society pressure. आप उस चीज को pursue कर रहे होते हैं, but at the end of the day आपको क्या पसंद है, that is important. If I talk about myself, I like dealing with parents, I like dealing with children. I wanted them to deal with me, getting counseling sessions. That is important, because the point is, in Pakistan, we don't have people who give such exposure to the university student. Even though a university graduate is graduating and that person don't know what
Why
degree I
he's
need to
graduating?
pursue,
That person.
exactly what degree that he needs to pursue. And the other point is what path he needs to choose. No one
Yeah.
is there to guide them after getting a 4 year degree, asking people which field we need to go and pursue. So that is not the point. You have already wasted your 4 years in that industry then. So
Yes.
it is far better you decide before your university level and have a clear communication with the parents, because having a conversation with the parents won't let you down. It would give you the skill up and plus the motivation to succeed in that thing. And I would
Yeah.
suggest parents as well to give chance like anything to the children. And obviously, when you pursue your passion, it is the point where you are going to success 100%.
Yeah. So my takeaway from this episode is stand up, stand for your passion. I mean,
True.
Faizan is bringing the awareness not only in parents' life but also in a child life. कि passion को follow करें and open to your parents as well. Having a
Exactly.
conversation, what you like, what you don't like. It's like raising your voice and a message, because after 18 or 16 years of education, at the end of the day, if you don't want to do what you don't want to do, it's like don't do it with yourself.
True. I
Then
wanted to
please,
add
yeah,
one more
please.
thing, Barira, that the only person in your life who can give you the best advice is the parents. Nobody else is going to give the good advice like them, because they know you
They know you.
and they understand your point of view. It is just only the gap is the conversation, the
Yeah.
communication, I would say. Once the communication is done, you are on the right track to be successful, I would say. So
Wow.
whatever I am just because of my parents, my mother, my father, and my father is my role model.
Yes, Imad Bhai is your role model. Thank you
Yes,
so much, Faizan. So friends,
you're welcome.
अगर आपको लगता है कि इस एपिसोड ने आपकी लाइफ में वैल्यू ऐड किया है, सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट करें एंड अगर आपके पास कोई स्टोरी है आपकी अपनी शेयर करने के लिए तो प्लीज शेयर करें हमसे. थैंक यू सो मच.
Perfect.
बाय.
Perfect. Thank you, Barira.
थैंक यू.